to come. Then we've got the UK elections. I personally voted for Labour, and everyone I knew or know voted for Labour. I don't know anyone that voted for Tories. Um, and yeah, it's been rigged, man. But they've done it nicely here. I mean, back home, it's a totally different way. I mean, you get guys walking around pressuring. I mean, even here in the elections, the agents are involved, and when you go to do a vote, they stand outside and try to intimidate you, try to bring you close, saying, "Oh, yeah, we know you. Why don't you turn around and vote for us?" Yeah, and the reality is, you never hear from them until the next elections. So that needs to be stopped. But yeah, I think Labour should have won. I'm surprised nobody's kicked up a fuss. Obviously, there's some protesting going on around in Scotland and in obviously London, but they haven't really kicked up much of a fuss. I think they should have. I just don't believe for some reason that the Trump clone won the elections, and instead of what's his name, Labour gaining, they showed that Labour lost some seats. So don't really believe that. So basically, looking forward to getting out of this shithole, and we're back in there, and it's going to get worse now. So yep, we've got the elections out the way. What else has been happening? Pakistan. Yes, we've had the gangster lawyers attacking a hospital in PCI in Lahore. Where they've beaten up a lot of doctors and ended up killing a few patients who were being treated in the hospital. I personally think what they need to do is they need to bring in a new system in Pakistan where not any Tom, Dick and Harry can call themselves a solicitor, a lawyer. Because back home it works different. They're all gangsters, man. They don't want to pay on the tolls, they don't want to pay at the shops, they don't want to pay their petrol. They talk down on people. Don't get me wrong, doctors do that as well. But the thing is though, these guys have actually gone there and attacked and caused so much damage and then killed innocent people. And I think they need to turn around and bring in a new law into Pakistan and even other third world countries, basically stating that just because you've got a degree in law doesn't give you the right to just go and spend a year or two and then just start your own lawyer's firm or solicitor firm or being called a lawyer. I think for them to actually be considered to be a lawyer, they need to turn around and work with a reputable solicitor firm for a certain amount of time and then apply to the high courts, answer a few questions, go for a test or something, basically meeting some requirements, and then officially being qualified as a solicitor, for them to be called as solicitors. I mean, same thing with doctors. If you go back, I'm from Kashmir, back home, I can basically go there and buy a bulk of medicine and open up a clinic there, a medical clinic. And it wouldn't take me long for people to start calling me doctor. So we need to clamp down on that as well. But it's really sad. It's really sad to see the two educated parties of Pakistan, an important part of Pakistan, the doctors that save lives and solicitors, lawyers that are supposed to protect law and order, are actually breaking the law themselves. Another issue is the police officers. We need to sort out the police issues. I think what Prime Minister Imran Khan needs to actually do is actually in a speech say, listen, pull out your videos, your cameras, and film anytime you see something wrong happening. If it's with the police and they're asking for money, pull out the video, name and shame. Do it with the lawyers, do it with every every walk of life, basically. If you go to the shopkeeper and you think he's cheating you and you've got evidence, film him, name and shame. And I think that's the only way we're going to come down and bring this down. Because if we want a new Pakistan, then we're going to have to turn around and we have to sacrifice, which we have. I mean, people there have been doing it. Everything's gone expensive, but the thing is, though, because the country has been looted for the last 70 years, you can't just climb out of this shithole in 1 year or 1.5 years or even 5 years. I think you have to be patient. You're gonna have to struggle a little, but then the good days are gonna come. I mean, here, they do the same shit here as well. There's obviously the politicians and everything. There's all political movements. They all skank the government. The community, the citizens here, and they do their shit. But the thing is, though, at least they give back. Whereas in our country, all they're doing is take. They don't seem to give you anything back, and that's why it's getting really worse here. I mean, listen, the roads are a shithole. I mean, they got cracks. As soon as you get a little bit of snow, we get cracks on the roads. We've got flood problems. I mean, a little bit of rain and the streets are all flooded. The sewage systems are all bloody overloading. So we've got issues here. But the thing is, though, these guys give back. They give us something. We've got security here. We've got electricity. That's here 24/7. And Pakistan's a nuclear country, so Pakistan should have enough electricity at cheap rates. I mean, a few years back we heard China was was offering Pakistan electricity for a certain amount of a fixed price, but Pakistan couldn't do it because of some political shit that was going on behind the scenes. But I think Pakistan is capable of making its own enough electricity to actually sell to other countries or supply to other countries. I mean, when we go back home, there's issues, man. There's some big issues. The main thing was, our kids. I'm born and bred in the UK. I've still got attachments to my country, but I would have never invested there. But now, since this Imran Khan government's come in place, it gives you some hope. I've started making investments in Pakistan, and I was advised by all my friends and family, don't. It's the last place you wanna. But the thing is, though, until we don't risk a little, we're not gonna. There's nothing gonna happen with our country. And the way I look at it is, if we were to start supporting the government there and investing there, and get all our family and friends that we support back home, get them on their feet, then we don't need to, keep struggling to support them, because once you got them on their feet, they can carry on and then take care of themselves. What else is there? So yeah, Imran Khan, good luck to you, mate. Carry on, mate. Carry on the good work. But you need to turn around and start bringing the prices down. The poor are just getting more poorer, and the rich are just getting more richer. So we need to have law and order, and the law needs to be the same for everyone. I mean, with personal experience from Pakistan, I mean, the police is on the side of whoever pays more. Whoever is who whether you're in the right or wrong. If you know someone who's in a position where they can help you, they can actually get you out of a big problem, big problems. There's people that have walked away with murder. There's people that have walked away with, doing a lot of stupid things there and walking away. There's doctors out there that get false reports on rape victims and say, no, she wasn't raped. You understand me? So we need to stop all this shit, man. We need to turn around and, basically work together and finish all this shit. What else is there? You need to don't forget to subscribe, like and share our channel. Leave us a few comments down below. We're going to start giving you advice on property investments in the UK. We'll give you some advice on accounts and stuff like that. As you can see, we're going to be opening our office very soon in the new year, inshallah. And we're going to be covering all of the UK for commercial and residential properties. We're going to be doing an accountant service. We're going to be launching our app. So it doesn't matter where you are, we can work with you. And also cheap travel tickets around the world. So keep it locked. Alibaba Vlogs. Hasta la vista, babies.